Hey everybody, welcome to Tomorrow's Headlines Today. Welcome home from church. I'm sure y'all were at church just like we were. Today, it's dark enough and overcast enough outside that I can actually have the windows open so I have a cool background. That's my backyard. Yes, it's beautiful. Yes, we plan on living here forever. We still have to put, scrape up enough to come up with a down payment. But other than that, this will be our forever home. So... let's roll the intro, and then we will jump into it. I have got a lot to talk to you about today, ranging from what's coming, what I saw when I saw the storms after I've been praying, crypto news, politicians, etc. So let's go ahead and roll that. This is Tomorrow's Headlines Today, and this is a very special edition. Okay, hello. You probably can't read this, but it says Man of Faith on my shirt. I wore it to church today. Love it. Okay, so like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, drop your name and where you're watching from, and I'll give you a shout out. We'll give a couple people some time to log on. If you would like to partner with us, you can do that at firesidegrace.com/partner with us. Brandy's Venmo is Brandy-Cloninger. Of course, we have Cash App, which is $Fireside Grace. PayPal is at Fireside Grace, or you can always send mail to Fireside Grace at P.O. Box 1285, Judsonia, Arkansas, 72081. However the Lord puts it on your heart to send or tithe or donate or whatever, or partner with us, we appreciate it. We have all the information here, and if this is too small or you can't pause it or whatever, down in the description under here is where all the information is as well for you. So you can look and see. There's also crypto stuff down in the description as well. And if you want to email us, reach out to us for prayer, anything like that, of course, we have the community section on YouTube, or you can always send us an email to firesidegrace@gmail.com. All right, let's see. Hello, Keith in Pennsylvania. Hello, Dave in Vienna, Austria. That's pretty cool. Hello, Mr. Swanson from Louisville, Kentucky. We've been there. We haven't been there in probably 6 or 7 months, but we've been there recently. Actually, we went through there on our way up to the ARC experience, I believe, or back through or something. I don't know. Okay, let me take a look at my notes here. Timothy Smith heard a word from an anointed person that they were being directed to Arkansas, so they would be in place for a great move of revival there. You guys too? We were sent here by the Lord, but the reason that we were sent here by the Lord was actually because the Lord told us to get out of Texas, actually last year. He was showing us that there was going to be some kind of like war or something that was going on in Texas. I kept seeing the same vision for like 6 months to a year. We were on one of the big highways, like 35 North or something, and does 35 go north and south? I don't remember, but we were on one of those highways headed up towards, probably was 35, headed up towards Oklahoma, trying to get out of Dallas. Traffic was all going in one direction. Everybody was trying to get out of the city and get to the woods, basically, where they felt like they were safe, and there were bombs going off, planes flying overhead, gunshots, and I kept getting sucked into that vision and then released back out from that vision. And then I had a dream that we had moved here. We had fled from Texas for whatever reason in the dream. We had moved here because in this house, which is the exact house from the dream. And so we knew that after the fact that this was the place that the Lord called us to. Now, Arkansas was not where we wanted to go, but we didn't want to limit God. And so I just happened to find a place that we like, which happened to be right here in Searcy, Arkansas, and so we're here. Now, I know there's a lot of the Lord's given us prophetic words of this big earthquake and it affecting Arkansas, but that we would be safe. So that's the deal, okay? Now, hello from California, Shannon Tolson. All right, let's go ahead and do the prophetic words, and if anybody joins afterwards, you can still like, subscribe, drop your name and all that stuff, and of course, all that information scrolling across the bottom there. Greatly appreciate it. It helps us to be able to take care of single moms and single dads, and families, elderly. We like to pay people's medical bills if we can. It gives us the opportunity to travel. People will come to us and ask us to basically drop everything and come across the country and see them and pray for them, and we will do that as long as we have the way to do that. So there's all of the things that we do. We feed the homeless. We will go and pay for people's meals in restaurants and stuff, etc. So there's a lot that we do, and there's a lot that we would love to continue to do. Really, we want to get to the point where our goal is we can pay off someone's house, no matter how many hundreds of thousands of dollars it is, where we can provide vehicles for people, where we can pay off people's cars, where we can pay off people's credit debt, where we can take care of needs for people, pay their electric bills and stuff like that, and not ever have to say, hey, someone came to us with a need, we're trying to meet this. And so that's what our goal is. That's our goal, to get ahead. We want to buy the 18 acres that's behind us, which would make a total of 20 acres of land that we would have, so that we can build a camp for Christians where they can come. Brandy wants to teach crisis relief intervention. She's a CRI chaplain. That's a crisis relief intervention chaplain. She's certified, registered, all that. She's a nurse chaplain because she's a registered nurse. And we want to make it so that there's like not necessarily a dream center, but a place behind us back here somewhere where people can come to get equipped and trained, like people who are coming off of addiction or coming out of bad situations and, low places in life, and get them equipped to go back into the workplace and back into the world with a level head on their shoulders, etc. These are all things that we want to do. We don't really talk about very much, but those are the things that we want to do in the future, and we will do them because that's our heart, is to help people. All right, now let me pull up the notes here. So I had been praying since I had that dream a few days ago about that storm that was coming, and I just want to point out that the storm was a supernatural storm, and it was sent by God. It wasn't just something that we could just pray away. It was something from God, and he was telling us be prepared. And apparently he told a lot of prophetic voices to be prepared in this time. So I would take it very seriously. It was political, financial, medical, and physical storms as well. There was a lot going on, not just a couple things. And he said, be prepared. One of my friends, I messaged and shared the dream with him, and he said he was praying, and the Lord told him, make it through the storm. Make it through the storm. So we're going to we're going to push forward. Shannon said, if you don't mind, how much is the property? It's gonna be about $300,000 or so. So whatever. It is what it is. It's not bad for Arkansas, for 20 acres of land in a house. That is really good, in my opinion, because in Texas, a smaller house with 1/4 of an acre of land instead of 20 was $400,000. So, and if you're in California, something like that would be like millions. All right, so I saw that we were about to see crazy things happen in America very rapidly. One of the number one things he showed me was bank failures and shutdowns. We were going to see that very soon. And he said, he was showing me like this is something that would cause panic in different parts of the nation, but it's not going to affect people as much as you would think. But a lot of people will start to feel like they have to worry and go crazy, etc. All right. Now here's something I had prophesied June 14th of 2023. People didn't listen to me. And nobody prayed, apparently, or some people prayed, but we're going to pray about it again. This is June 14th, 2023. I had prophesied this. A new avian flu will be released that is resistant to the current vaccines. It would render the current vaccines useless. We must pray against this now. It would be very bad. So we bind this illness from prospering and being effective, and that we command it to die right now in Jesus' mighty name. Amen. Now remember that. Let's go ahead and continue to pray for that, okay? And we need to take that seriously. Now remember this. For 2 years, I had prophesied and said, Palestine's going to attack Israel. We need to pray. And then it happened. And I felt terrible because we didn't press in and continue. We actually prayed about it, at least brought it up in the headlines 4 times, so please take this seriously. That's what tomorrow's headlines is. It's not just me getting here and giving you the latest prophetic word. This is me getting on here, praying, and I literally asked the Lord, what do we need to pray about? How can we intercede for this nation? It's in prayer and intercession. All of the prophetic words that you get, whether it's from Julie or Manuel or who's that guy with the dark hair? Hank Kuhneman, Timothy Dixon, whoever it is. You know, we still have to pray. We still have to intercede and still things happen. All right? This is something I was talking about with Brandy, but I'm not going to say anything that she said because we're going to get on here and do a special one together. But one of the things that we feel is that this is a time of governmental judgment. This season, this is a season right now in America where we're going to see corruption begin to be exposed and judgment begin to happen. The Lord has declared the time of execution of his judgments has come. So he's made and rendered judgments in heaven, and now he's going to execute the verdict, meaning now the judgment is applied. Basically, it's like saying when you go to court, you go through the court case, and the judge says, okay, here's what's going to happen, such. This is your sentence. You know, that's what we're seeing here. I saw a vision while I was praying. I saw this as clear as day. I saw Schiff running. I saw Biden running. And they all had big heads. Their big heads were puffed up by pride, and that caused them all to stumble and fall. As they were running from this angel, it was the angel of the Lord, they were being herded into a trap, and they were so busy looking over their shoulders trying to evade this angel and get away, thinking they were going to get to safety, that they didn't see that they ran right into a pit that trapped them, and their pride and arrogance would not save them. So what are we going to, we're probably going to see something with the Bidens, Schumer, Schiff, and all these shifty people out here that are in office that are doing real bad things. Now, I kept seeing this over and over and over, and I ignore these things, okay, when it has to do with the Supreme Court and anything that I think is dealing with the president or elections or return or anything like that, okay? But I kept seeing that the nation was in an uproar about something that the SCOTUS had said or done, and they were going to receive a case that the liberal left would absolutely lose their mind over, thinking, how dare they take this case and even entertain the idea. It has to do with Kari Lake. There will be a push for an increase of credit limit increases for people, and I know this sounds like a good thing. And how can having more credit available to you be a bad thing? But in this case, it is a bad thing. The government wants to increase the nation's debt and the people's debt so that it may enslave the people. They want to usher in a total collapse of the economy and then grant you debt forgiveness so that you will willingly forfeit everything you own to them in exchange for more money in your pocket. Many will agree to this, and there will be a great consequence for this. If the government is saying, just sign over all of your rights, just sign over all your property, and we'll forgive all your debt. We'll take care of everything. You will own in nothing, and you will like it. What's that sound like? Does that sound like the WEF to you? All right. Someone said, thank you for releasing Origin of Demons. Read it already. So much changed my perspective. You are welcome, and thank you. I love to hear that. I put so much work into that. All right. It is available right now, by the way. Let's see. I saw a vision of healthcare being socialized in America. Doctors' salaries were altered. Nurses, nurse aides, technologists, technicians, phlebotomists, etc. Everybody in the medical field were all paid significantly less. And this seemed like it was a good thing at first because everyone was excited that they had healthcare, but you have to pay for that. Don't forget, you have to pay the bill for that free healthcare. It's not free. It's coming from somewhere, which means you get a tax increase. And it caused many hospitals to shut down and doctors and physicians to shut down because they could no longer afford to pay their employees. So it looks like a good thing on the outside, but it's actually going to be calamitous to the nation. Now, of course, we'll probably recover at some point from that. But this as much as healthcare is like a necessity because we're not walking in the healing that Jesus has given us, probably if they're doing that where it's going to hurt people, it's not the right way to do it, and it's not God, okay? So just pray for that however you want to pray for that. Okay, now, I was praying, and I heard this audibly, okay? This morning while I was praying, I heard, a return to paper ballots? Impossible! But then I heard the Lord laugh, audibly. I heard him laugh, and he said, not so. They have already printed enough paper ballots. He said, they have already printed more than they need. Isn't that interesting? More than that. They've already printed more than they need. I wonder what that means. But God's going to use that to his advantage and for us. And you stay in a place of repentance and you continue to pray. We do not give up prayer. We do not give up prayer just because we think something's going to happen. We've learned this from 2020 till now in 2024. We do not stop praying just because thus saith the Lord has been pronounced. You continue to pray and you continue to press in. All right. Now, this is the last one. This is the crypto news. I heard this as clear as day, Flux token. I said, Lord, what's that? And I got a response, and he said, it is a platform and it is a crypto token. And I felt like the Lord was saying that there was something great coming for this token and platform. And as I released this word, a few people would go to get it. For what the Lord was telling me, it wasn't necessarily easy to buy into. And then many ran to it greedily seeking to fill their pockets, but it was limited as to who can buy and who could sell. And it was a very stable coin, but variations of it would emerge that were altcoins on their platform that would become great movers and shakers. So that's something to be aware of and take note of. Well, that's all that I have for right now. Just look and see, like, subscribe, share in the comment section where you are coming from. I'll give you a little shout out here. And if you have a question, please feel free to answer. My son is asleep, and my wife took Asher to get the tires changed on the van. So I have just a couple of free minutes. All right, so all of the information is right there if you want to partner with us in any way, shape, or form. Just a little announcement. Our new book is out. He said The Origin of Demons. It's called The Mark of the Beast from Creation to Revelation. All right, you can get the ebook right now, or you can pre-order and we've uploaded all of the stuff into Ingram Spark and all that stuff. We just have to get the finances to pay to buy the actual books, and then we'll mail them to you ASAP, which we're hoping to be able to do by no later than May. So if you want to pre-purchase that, the more people that are purchasing it, the quicker it gets out, right? So if you are, and I put this in there, if you are trying to spell, it's Flux, F-L-U-X. If you are trying to purchase the book and you are out of the country, we have the ebook, which would be the best option for you. It's available right now, which you can download, or we'll reach out to you and say, hey, this is what the shipping cost is for this, and it's usually about the price of the book to ship it across the country. Somebody not too long ago bought books that equated out to $60, and it cost us $84 to ship it to their country, which wasn't even all the way across the world. It was just in the UAE. So we just want you to know that it costs a lot for us to send it to you. Most of the time we foot the bill, but sometimes we can't. So especially because we're not trying to, we want to give it to you. Honestly, if you can't afford it, let me know. Just message me. It's $6.99 for the ebook. It's all available, firesidegrace.com. All right. Love you guys. Be blessed. And I will see you again very soon. Happy Sunday. Passover's coming up, in which we're going to celebrate the resurrection of Jesus. We did not celebrate it for Easter because we don't believe in that. We celebrate the resurrection of Jesus at Passover when Jesus was resurrected, not a month before, literally. And I'm not trying to rag on anybody who celebrated Easter. That's your thing. It says very clearly in the Word, one person celebrates this day as though it's holy, and another person says it's not holy. But if you're going to celebrate it, do it holy unto the Lord, being fully convinced. All right? Hello, Wales. Great. Wow. It's a little bit later in the day for y'all over there, huh? All right, guys. Love you guys. Be blessed. And I will see you again very soon. Until next time. Bye.